A good idea to be thorough, but nothing's there.
It's a couch. Other than that, there's not much left here to. Yeah, well, it seems that we're done here because of the red dot on the artist studio. So we're gonna head back to the lab. First of all, we're gonna go for the fingerprints here, and we're gonna compare the fingerprints of the victim with the fingerprints that we found on the ticket. And it's a match.
The print matches Rachel. Patrick Milton, having them in his possession, ties him directly to her.
Okay. Now, we're gonna back up a little bit here. Now to find out more about the paint from the painting.
Paint from the art studio matches the murder weapon. Maybe Patrick tried to deliver that painting after all. He grabbed his own artwork and swung it hard.
Yeah, maybe. And again, sorry about the whole lag here. There's not much to do about it. Now, for the final act, bag of powder that we found is... No, that's not it. Not that one, it was this one. From the art studio.
This matches the same batch of meth from Ackerman, so it appears they have a distinct relationship, and it's not legal.
Well...
We've done all we can with that item.
Okay, now we're done with all the items here, yes. Just making sure.
We've done all we can with that item.
Yep. Okay, so on our case here, Richard Maddox, the evidence trinity, we have the murder weapon, all the different fingerprints and everything we picked up there. Nathan Ackerman, bag of powder, smudge, yeah, work stock, you know. Patrick Milton, on the other hand, you can see there's a clear way down here for the suspect. So, let's head back. Now let's head over to Brass and first of all, we're gonna bring Nathan Ackerman in for questioning because of the bag of powder that we found.
He's on his way to interrogation now.
I hate those dying flies. Yeah, it's some hamburger, so... What can you tell us about your financials?
The Nathan Ackerman Fine Art Studio has thrived over the past 12 years I've been in business, and we've never been more vital. I'm even expanding my staff. The suggestion that we are anything other than financially sound is an insult.
Well, let me add some injury to that insult. This shredded document says Rachel Maddox was suing you for a breach of contract.
Perhaps I should have mentioned that. But really, such minor disagreements are common in a business of this nature.
We found powdered meth in your office.
All I can think of is that many of my clients are wealthy, and I'm dealing with artists constantly, and those are two classes of people who are known to use recreational drugs. Someone apparently used them in my back office without my knowledge.
Even though you keep it locked?
Did you know that the victim had intercourse in your office?
Well, if that's the case, it's a violation of my trust. I'd be lying if I said that those two weren't capable of such tasteless shenanigans, but it obviously didn't take place in my presence.
No, just in your gallery, in your back office. Is there anything else you neglected to mention?
Insults upon insult. I cooperate fully, and this is what I get.
Bullshit. Explain the couple having sex and meth in your office is always, if it's always locked.
But it might be possible that Rachel and Mark brought that meth into my space. After all, if they were capable of semi-public fornication, what weren't they capable of?
Good point. Only we found drugs in your safe.
Maybe they found some way to get past the lock and planted those drugs in
Lies
there
upon lies
to
upon
cause me
lies.
difficulties. Rachel was suing me after all.
I'm afraid not. Toxicology on Rachel came up negative for meth.
Perhaps you killed her to cover your sinking business.
No, I'm getting back on my feet. It's a phase in the life of a successful business. Yes, I've stared bankruptcy in its foul face, but not because of any malfeasance or incompetence on my part. It's the unreliable likes of these artists, and Patrick Milton is the poster child of these irresponsible flakes. And since I am indeed filing Chapter 11, the threat of a lawsuit means nothing.
Maybe so, but that stash of meth means something. Like you're dealing, maybe?
I keep hearing you want to cooperate, Mr. Ackerman. That works better without lies.
I do not deal in drugs. That was a misguided effort on my part to buy a commodity that I could turn around and give to Patrick Milton in exchange for some of what I owed him. And make a sort of profit doing it. I had to keep him happy, because the money Rachel Maddox would pay for the wedding artwork would have gone a long way toward getting me out of this financial hole. Is that forthright enough for you?
But you didn't get art from Patrick, or money from Rachel. So you struck back at the both of them and grabbed that statue, killing two stones with one bird.
I killed no one.
That's a nice
I mailed
analogy.
the package.
If you did, it wasn't at your regular shipping service, because nobody there remembers seeing you. We've even checked their surveillance tapes, and you aren't starring in them. You don't even make a cameo appearance.
Where were you at the time of the murder?
I do have an alibi. I really do. But it's rather embarrassing. You see, I was with my, dreadful term, bookie. Here I am, a long-time Vegas resident, and I make the same mistake as the stupid tourist. I try to get ahead by betting. And what money I did have, I lost. As you probably already know, I am financially ruined. Finished. But I've said I'd cooperate, and I will. Here's the number to call to confirm.
Okay. So, that's for him. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay. We're gonna head back to Brass's office and see if we can get
Ackerman's alibi checks. He was with his bookie, all right. But we got him on ice for holding and possibly dealing.
Now for the warrant for Patrick Milton.
You could serve about 12 warrants on this bozo. He's coming down to the station now. And if he can talk his way out of this, he's a real artist.
We're coming to a conclusion, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. We know you killed Rachel Maddox.
You know no such thing. She was a client, and a rich one. She was a pain in the ass, sure, but I wouldn't kill the goose providing the golden eggs. Do I look that stupid?
Yeah.
The evidence says you do.
So I think you went down there to deliver the unfinished painting. Maybe you tried to pass it off as an artistic statement, but Rachel was having none of it. You see, the meth increased your normal rate, so you grabbed the nearest heavy object, ironically signing the murder with your own work. But the painting is oil-based, and it transferred blue paint to the hawk. So you ditched the hawk in a dumpster, but you kept the damaged painting, so it could support your story that you were still working while Rachel was being killed.
Yeah.
And as for the wallet, you grabbed the cash and you dumped it. The tickets, I'm sure, were hidden in the cash. And when you noticed them, you tore them up. But you had no idea Rachel's fingerprints remained.
Do you have any idea, any notion at all, what it's like to be an artist? A true artist, and have to put up with the capitalistic needs of that pompous ass Ackerman reading me the riot act over the phone, that fool. He was the one who made me mad, really. Truly got my negative energies flowing. But when I came around to deliver that damn painting, who was waiting? All by herself. The lovely subject of my painting. And the painting, you've seen it yourself, it's a masterpiece. It can still use some finishing touches.
Only you gave the model, not the painting, the finishing touches, didn't you, Patrick?
The woman was a 14-carat bitch. She had the nerve to attack my painting, to criticize me. Face too bright, hair too dark, dress draped improperly, proportions all wrong. God, if I only had the courage to depict the inner her, the demon behind that beautiful face. She's lucky I didn't. She's lucky.
Well, she's also dead. She was your boss, Patrick. Night before her wedding, she had to chase you around for the artwork she commissioned. Ever think maybe she had a point?
Easy for you. Easy for you. You weren't there. You weren't the brunt of her verbal blows.
Yeah, but she was the brunt of your literal blows.
Fine. I did it. I rid the world of a monster, a shrill, unrelenting witch. I did her the favor of making her beauty live forever through my art, and the world a favor by ridding it of her inner ugliness. Satisfied? And now I'm tired. I need rest. I need peace. Some quiet. Time to contemplate, and time alone to create my art. Thank you.
Well, you'll have plenty of time alone from here on out.
That was a fine first lesson in the art of crime scene investigation. Without the evidence you and Warwick uncovered, that was a masterpiece of murder that might have gone unsolved. Good job. Before we get back out into the field, let me review your case and give you your evaluation.
Okay, let's see how we did.
You investigated every possible angle on this case. Doesn't happen often, but I'm very impressed.
Ooh. Noobsy McNoobster. Picture of an execution. Current rating, master. Best rating, master. So we did good. And next time on Let's Play CSI 3 Dimensions of Murder, first person shooter. And now I'm gonna get some food and we'll talk later. Have a good one all. Goodbye.